Ashton TV, joined by Manchester Cunningham after defeat at Rushall Olympic. Gaffer, your thoughts on that one?
Proud of my players, really proud. In defeat, sometimes you've just got to hold your hand up and go, you know what? Have we been beat by a better team? No, I don't think so. I think they play some lovely football, by the way. And when I say better team, I don't mean that disrespectfully. I just mean that we didn't deserve to lose today. That they weren't the better team that deserved the points. When you look at the chances in the game, our goalkeeper's not had one save to make, and for all their possession, especially in the second half, they had a 15-minute spell where they really put it on us, but they didn't have an attack. It was just down the flanks or good intricate football, and they play some lovely football. Honestly, Ian, great guy, their management team, and I wish them all the very best and congratulations on the win. But they certainly weren't the better team. We didn't deserve to lose. And I don't want to sound like sour grapes, because there's no excuse for that, but we've had 2 or 3 of the best chances of the game. We've hit the post with Luca from 6 yards out, and Sam Baird's missed the target completely from 6 yards out, where he's just, on Saturday, was the hero. So it was just a night where it just didn't fall for us. But in terms of performance, if we play like that, we win 9 times out of 10.
And obviously you've got the Luke Burke disallowed goal in the first half as well. There's all the key moments that didn't really go the Robins' way. Obviously the lad up top for a second, should have been a second yellow. The tackle was in a different time zone, it was that late.
Well, I've just spoke to the referee, he's let me walk in, so credit to him, he's let me have me not a rant. I just said to him, can I just ask you calmer then, why did your bottle sending the number 9 off? And he just said, I didn't think there was much contact. So I look at that and go, well, it's funny that, because then you've called over the captain because you've realised you'd have to send him off. You've called him, if there was minimal contact, you just say, that's it.
Wave away.
To bring over the captain to discuss it, and then also 30 seconds later their bench take that number 9 off. Everyone knew he should have been gone. Now, we don't want to win a game of football, get back into the game with a player down, but it does make a big difference when you're travelling all this way, you know, and the points are at stake. So, but you know, they've scored off a corner. We've dealt with everything that they've thrown at us, and they're very good at the corners. They've scored a couple already in the season. I felt we dealt with their threat really, really well today. I thought defensively we were superb. The back line, the keeper, but the one corner that's come in that's just bounced in the wrong area. Someone said John's being pulled, but I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses for that. I'm just thinking if it's bouncing there, deal with it. But I can look at it on the VO and we can put that, and people will make their own judgments. But I just feel we've just been really outdone by tonight by a good team. They play some good football. I want to just re-emphasise that. But I thought we played good football at times, and we created and knocked on the door and banged on the door, and then to show the character we did at the end to try and get back into the game 1-0 down, it just shows what a different animal we are this year.
But definitely, you know, you brought Big Tom on, young Brad Taylor came on as well. It really put an emphasis in the game, and real fresh legs up top, and it seemed to run the defence ragged. And you know, you mentioned the chances from Luca, from Sam. You've got corners. Sean's had a go right at the death to cause a save, and then the corner's not allowed to be being taken.
Yeah, well, I mean, whether I've always had the same argument though. If the time's up, the time's up. You can't take a corner just because it's a corner, and I'd have been going mad at the other end if the time's done. The time's done. So I don't, you know, grumble that, but I just feel like we were knocking on the door that much. We deserve something out the game. We're showing a real intent to try and get back in the game. We didn't sulk. We didn't feel sorry for ourselves. They're feeling sorry for themselves in the dressing room, you know, and rightly so, because when you put a lot of effort into a game that you've just experienced and seen, we deserve something, so you feel disappointed. But I look at some of the performances like Mikey O'Neill coming in, I thought he was outstanding. Callum Rowe, outstanding. Louis White, outstanding. Mid back line, Newts, he's 36 years of age, throwing his body on the line inside the box to stop any sort of threat. And that's why Jordan's not had much to do, because our back line were immense today. And like I said, just the attacks just didn't fall our way, and we've had a lot. We've knocked on the door a lot tonight, especially away from home. Sucked up a lot of pressure in spells where you're thinking, oh, the net we're being penned in. We dealt with it really, really well. By the way, these will win a lot of football matches here, and not because of any referees. They play some lovely football, and they've got some real quality and real pace in the team. And we wish them all the best. But yeah, hard luck story tonight, and we're going to get that. But you saw the way they celebrated, and I love that, because I actually think it's a massive compliment how far we've come as a club and what we're doing this year, and people talking about us now with the respect I think we've actually earned. But we're going to get that, so it's a compliment, but at the same time disappointed that we've not got anything out of the game, which I do think we deserved at least a point.
And obviously another local game on Saturday at Workington. thoughts going into that one?
Well, yeah. After tonight's a long trip, even worse, isn't it?
It's a lot of hours on the M6, isn't it? Cut in a week.
But we've got to do it, and there's no excuse for that. Because again, we've come a bloody long way today. But look at the performance; it was outstanding. So we'll go to work into. I don't know how they've even got on. I've not looked at no results, to be fair. So if you look at it, Rushall have just won today 1-0 in a game that we deserved. That we felt that we deserved something from the game. I think they've gone top. Maybe if Hednesford have got beat.
Hednesford have got beat, yeah.
Yeah. So if they've gone top on 4 games, I'm thinking, brilliant. We're thereabouts. So yeah, all positive, real positive. We'll go there, buoyant, positive, and look forward to a game against Workington. We own one because I think it's 10-1 on aggregate over the last 2 games. I hate the place. I hate it. Honestly, it's such a lovely sort of drive in with the lakes, but it feels like hell when you're driving home. So yeah, some lovely people at Workington as well, really nice people. So I'm looking forward to going there, new management team, and it's another challenge, but we've just got to dust ourselves down, be positive about the start that we've made. 2 wins, a draw and a loss. We're in a good position. The performances are there. The players that we've got are brilliant. And I just hope everyone has a safe journey. And thank you to the fans as well, because they're doing a lot of travelling. Obviously, we've been Gainsborough already, Rushall on a Tuesday, Workington Saturday. So I thought the fans were fantastic. Really, really good voice in numbers. And I hope they all have a safe journey back as well.